Once again, I'm Joe Stevens.
And I am LTT Moose.
And we are the Equestrian Inquirer with Everfree Network here at Las Pegasus Unicon. And we have two, I usually say wonderful, and I'm going to say fabulously gorgeous guests
Breaking
here.
from the catchphrase.
Breaking
yes.
from the catchphrase. Guests here. And we have the McKillip sisters. We have Carla and Britt.
Yes. Carly and Britt. Yeah.
And Britt, sorry. Yeah. There's so many people here. It's so.
I know, there's a ton of people here. It's like completely crawling with people, so I don't blame you.
We love having so many people here, and if you could just remind us, the viewers watching, because this is kind of like the first time we've been in front of the camera, isn't it? For a pony group, right?
As far as conventions go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've only done one other convention, and so I'm pretty new at this.
Right. Mm-hmm. So, if you want to introduce the character that you play, so the people who are seeing you for the first time.
Yes. Well, I play Princess Cadance.
Princess Cadance.
And yeah. So.
And Carly, you play.
I'm actually not. I'm here with Britt. We performed last night, One More Girl. So I'm not actually in the show, but it's very cool. Not a pony, but
You're an actress. You're a luxuriously gorgeous actress, right?
Thank you. Yeah, I grew up in film and television. I've done some animation work over the years, but kind of my main job now is being in a band with my sister, and I feel honored to have been asked to come out here and be a part of the weekend with her.
Well, we're happy to have you here. And Britt, you're kind of a new cast to the show. You came in at the end of season 2.
Yes.
What was it like coming into the show with all the being the new fabulous pony with all this publicity behind you? You might have felt like Cadance a little bit.
It's an honor. I mean, I love playing princesses, and I love the show, and it's I love everything that it represents. So it's such an honor to be a part of it.
Were you? I'm sorry to interrupt you. Were you aware of it before you accepted the role?
Was I aware of the show? Yeah. Oh yeah. Because I mean, I know a lot of the actors that are on the show. I've worked with them before, and so I knew about the show. So I was really excited when I got the part. But yeah.
And so you knew the whole fandom that had been built up around it?
Honestly, I didn't know that. When I went to my first convention, I was just shocked. Like, I couldn't believe the fans. Like, everybody is so amazing and so supportive of the show, and it's great to see.
Right. Have you been to other conventions based on any of your previous work?
I went to Comic-Con in New York a few years back for a show I was in called Dead Like Me. So.
Dead Like Me, of course, loved Dead Like Me.
Oh,
wonderful show, and too bad that they canceled it.
I know, it was such a good show. It's really too bad. But.
Yeah. Well, so you came into the show. There was so much publicity behind that one episode. Was it a little? Or was there much that leading up to it in the voice panel room? Were they telling you we're going to make a huge deal out of this? We're going to promote the wedding. It's going to be a huge deal.
We're going to get Tori Spelling to do this.
You're going to be the top show of the world,
I had
girl.
no idea. I had absolutely no idea. I was very shocked when I realized how big everything had gotten, and like my song on YouTube, the This Day Aria, was had so many hits. I couldn't believe the response was unreal. So
well, that was an amazingly performed song. I mean, you can't expect to do that well with a song and then oh no, it's just going to sit away somewhere.
Oh, thank you. Well, it's a very pretty song, so.
And you play alongside Andrew Francis, Shining Armor,
yes.
who is a gloriously beautiful man, I might say.
Very beautiful.
I'm just curious.
Got just a bit of a man crush on him.
I have a man crush on him.
I don't blame you.
Was there a bit of a crushing going on in the voice booth? I'm just curious.
I've known Andrew for a while.
Yeah.
So
we grew up with Andrew. We've known him for years.
Yeah. I might set him up with my sister, but. No.
Ah, there we go.
And got a little bit of a extracurricular romance going on behind the scenes.
So, but we talked a lot about the wedding episode, but that was season 2. We're in season 3 now. We've been through season 3, and your character was actually quite a dynamic part of season 3. And now, had they told you that going into season 2 that you're going to be a recurring character, or were you thinking that it was a one-time for the special?
No, I mean, I wasn't really told much, but I definitely hoped. So, yeah, no, I didn't really know much going into it. I didn't know, if I would come back, or I just kind of have my fingers crossed.
And when you come back, that was probably a big deal, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Big deal. It was
And
really
then
cool.
the opening in season 3. We had this big moment of season 2 ending, and now we're back in season 3, and there's Shining Armor and Cadance right there, like we just left off. So
Yep.
must have been a lot of fun coming back to do that first episode and the premiere and everything.
Yes. Yeah. It was really cool.
And when you're in the booth, are you with the other members of the main 6, or do they separate you?
No, I'm with everyone else.
So when it's your episode, there's like 10 people in there, because sometimes these episodes they have a lot of cast members on it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's a pretty big room, but it's fun. It's fun.
What are the dimensions of this room? Yes, and stick to the standard system, not the metric system, please.
Yeah. No. There are a lot of people, but it's fun. I think it's honestly better that way. It's much easier to act when you're playing off other people,
Right.
and it's hard when you're in your own little space, and there's no room for theatrics. So
Well, you've not just done voice acting. You've been involved in a lot of other things, a lot of in front of the camera work. So maybe for those aspiring to be actors and actresses, where did you get your start? Where did you begin? And this is for both of you as well.
Well, I guess like our start, we had a this is going to be so random, but we had a babysitter when we were 2 and 4 maybe, who was an actress, and she took us into her agent, who is our agent and has been our agent for 20 years now. And we started auditioning, and that was pretty much it. Like I don't really remember not acting actually, but we
Sort
got
of born
a young,
into this then.
yeah, we got a really early start in the entertainment business.
yeah,
So yeah,
pretty much it.
that's the story.
Yeah, the story for one applies to both. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about your band, One More Girl. You guys performed here last night at the convention, correct?
Yes, it was a great turnout. The fans were unbelievable, but yeah, it went really well.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. Everybody was so warm and welcoming, and
And
just
we
really
got
embraced us.
we got to bring up our best friends who came along with us to this trip.
Your entourage.
Yeah, right.
Oh my God! But they're our best friends, and they're also sisters. They're twins actually, and so they came up for the last song and sang it with us because they wrote the last song that we performed, and yeah.
It was fun. We did we got the opportunity to perform when we at the last convention in Cleveland, and we did that song. So it was extra special this time around for everybody who came out to this convention.
Well, what was the impetus for forming the band? Was this something that you guys had since childhood? I know, of course, me and my siblings were like, oh, we should form a band. We should totally do it. But of course, that never quite works out because we don't really have talent. But you guys, was that something that you guys had always wanted to do, or was it just sort of a spur of the moment decision?
I'd say so. I think because we've been singing since before we could talk.
And we grew up in a musical family. Our dad's a record producer and a musician, and our mom is a songwriter. So
Our dad actually produced our album, so
yeah.
we were.
It helps when you're related to someone in the industry.
Yeah.
We grew up kind of going to, when our dad was on tour and he'd come through town, we kind of grew up backstage and just always wanting to be on stage and perform. And we always I don't think it was ever a question of like doing it together or not doing it together. I think we always knew that if we did make a career out of music, it would be with each other.
You didn't force your sibling to audition? Because I totally would.
No. We always wanted to do it.
We always
Side
say
to
like I could never be a solo artist.
No.
I don't know how. I would never be able to do that without her.
See, she even we even weasel it into this type of stuff where it should just be Britt here, but like we like to do stuff together. So
we like to be able to have as many. The Brony community is a big open community, and so maybe that leads to what has your reaction been to the fans and coming to Cleveland, coming to Las Vegas, and seeing all the Bronies out there? What's your reaction been to and you as well? I'd like to hear Carly as well.
Well, I mean, it was certainly overwhelming the first time that I saw it. I couldn't believe how great the fans were, and I can't stop saying it. Like the fans are unreal.
Yeah.
And
it's a whole other level of being a committed, dedicated, follower of a show or something that you love. I know we have our everybody has something that they love, whether it be a band or a movie or an actor or whatever, but this has taken it to a whole new level that I've never seen, and
I think on top of that,
it's really
like,
cool.
they're just genuinely nice people.
they are.
It's so nice to meet them because they're so friendly and they make you feel so welcome and yeah.
Well, I think even too, like when we were asked to come and do it as One More Girl, like we sing, more country music, and I wasn't really sure how it would be received, but honestly, the response from the fans here is better from, shows that we go at, and it's specifically a One More Girl concert. Like, we felt so welcome, and they totally embraced us and embraced myself as well, and I'm not even part of the show, so they're really have been excellent, really, really wonderful people.
It's too bad that there's no Dead Like Me conventions otherwise. I'm sure that they would be a welcoming crowd too. But we've got you here though, so we're very happy to have you here. We're looking forward to more in season 4 with Cadance, and season 3 was just absolutely phenomenal and everything. And so thank you so much for being here. And is there anything that you'd like to say to the fans now that we're sitting here? We've been able to see you, to enjoy your performance. Is there anything you'd like to say to the bronies that absolutely love your work?
Well, just thank you so much for all your support, and I'm so happy to be a part of the show, and I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you.
Thanks for letting me come along.
It's a heck of a ride, yeah.
Well, thanks for playing with us a little bit, ladies. This has been fun talking with Cadance and talking to Cadance's sister. This is great. I think we need Cadance's sister.
You've come up with
OC. We need an OC.
Exactly.
For
Get on
Cadance's
that, people.
Slip that in there.
Yeah, feel free to put in a good word for me somewhere or another.
You be a princess too. You're like Princess Aurora or something like that. We'll come up
She'll be
with
the evil sister.
Ooh,
Oh, I can tense.
a battle
I can
between
sense
princesses.
The fan fiction coming. The fan fiction will coming. All right. Well, we'll let that stew in your minds. And once again, I'm Joe Stevens.
And I am LTT Moose.
And we are the Equestrian Inquirer for Everfree Network here at Las Pegasus Unicon.
Always classy.
Always classy. Fabulously gorgeous guests
Breaking
here.
from the catchphrase.
Breaking from the
Yes.
catchphrase. Guests here. And we have the McKillip sisters. We have Carla and Britt.
Yes. Carly and Britt. Yeah.
And Britt, sorry. There's so many people here. It's so
I know, there's a ton of.
Yeah, well, I've only done one other convention, and yeah, so I'm pretty new at this.
right. So, if you want to introduce the character that you play, so the people who are seeing you for the first time.
Yes, well, I play Princess
The
Cadance.
people here, it's like completely crawling with people, so I don't blame you.
We love having so many people here, and if you could just remind us, the viewers watching, because this is kind of like the first time we've been in front of the camera, isn't it? For a pony group, right?
As far as conventions go.
Yeah. Once again, I'm Joe Stevens.
And I am LTT Moose.
And we are the Equestrian Inquirer with Everfree Network here at Las Pegasus Unicon. And we have two, I usually say wonderful, and I'm going to say Princess Cadance.
And yeah. So.
And Carly, you play.
I'm actually not. I'm here with Britt. We performed last night, One More Girl. So I'm not actually in the show, but